Hey, this is John Cena, and you are watching this WWE Fan 13.
Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to today's video. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my WWE Encyclopedia autograph video. So I believe this is the first edition of the WWE Encyclopedia. This was the very first encyclopedia I ever bought. This is what started my obsession with the WWE Encyclopedia, is taking it all over to Wrestlemania, all around the world, to any meet and greet I go to. So with that being said, guys, there's not as many autographs in this one as there is in my version 2, I believe. So if you guys want to check that video after this one, make sure you guys do. But there is a very rare autograph from someone who is no longer with us that was this complete shock to me to meet when I did meet him during Wrestlemania 28. I'm not going to want to miss it. Before we get started, make sure you guys comment down below. Do you guys have this encyclopedia, or do you guys have any of the WWE encyclopedias? And if you guys don't, what are you guys waiting for? Pick one up. If you guys ever go to meet and greets, it will become your best friend. And with that being said, guys, smash a thumbs up, subscribe if you guys are new. And with that being said, let's get started. Alright guys, before we get started, let me show you a better in-depth look of what the encyclopedia itself looks like. As you guys see, it was a New York bestseller. WWE Encyclopedia, the definite guide to World Wrestling Entertainment. And here on the front, as you guys see, we have Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Cena, Stone Cold, Jake the Snake, The Rock, Edge. And as you guys see, just everybody on the cover. And yeah guys. And on the back, it shows everything there. And you guys can read all about it. And you guys can see everything that's on the back of the cover. And you guys can pause right there if you guys would like to read what is on the back of this book. So with everything being shown, let's get started. Let me show you guys what's inside this book. So there are a few autographs when you first open up the book. I'm going to let you guys know who is who. And as you guys see, I keep tabs of everyone just in case I forget whose autograph is whose, because sometimes autographs tend to, you kind of forget who was who. So first we have Tyler Rex, which he is, I believe this is Tyler Rex. No, here's Tyler Rex right here. So there's Tyler Rex autograph. And then the next one we have is Tyson Kidd, who is this one right here. And then the next one we got right here, it is upside down, but as you guys can see, it says Justin Gabriel 420. And then lastly, we got Michael McGillicuddy. On to the next autograph, we actually have Curt Hawkins from when he was with Zack Ryder. This is obviously way back. I believe I had him sign this because I had already had him sign my other book that I have. You guys know my second version of the encyclopedia is the main one I bring around. I bring this one as a backup for the ones who have already signed the other book. So if you guys would like to read about what it says for Curt Hawkins and Zack Ryder, you guys can go ahead and pause. But yeah, there's his autograph. On to the next autograph, we got Ezekiel Jackson. And if you guys would like to read, let me zoom out a little bit. But I believe I met him during WrestleMania, I want to say 28. I can't exactly remember when, but as you guys see, there's his autograph. And overall, he was a really cool guy. I was not able to get a photo with him because I believe it was during WrestleMania 28. And during that time, you know, they didn't really have the whole photo thing down at Access. It was still kind of like a mess. So yeah, but overall, I'm glad I was able to get his autograph. And from what I remember, he was actually a pretty cool guy. Next on the list, we got Jake the Snake Roberts. And granted, what people say about Jake the Snake, maybe I met him during a better time, but he was actually very nice. This autograph I got during WrestleMania 31 in San Jose at, I believe it was WrestleCon. He was super cool. If you guys would like to read it, it's a pretty big page, but I'll zoom out and you guys can see everything about him. But yeah, he was really cool, and I've met him a few times after this, but this was the first time I ever met him. The next autograph we have here, we have Kane. When I had him sign this book exactly, I want to say it was during WrestleMania 28. We did meet him. We did not get any photos with him that time because, like I said, WrestleMania 28, it was a little weird during that time for photos. But because Access wasn't really ran very well yet compared to what it is or what it was when I started going years later. But yeah, there's Kane's autograph. If you guys want to read about Kane's biography there, you guys can go ahead and pause. But as you guys know, after this, I have met Kane numerous other times, and I have many figures and my other encyclopedias signed by him. Now this next autograph, before I show it, this is my favorite autograph in this book. It is someone that I got to meet during WrestleMania 28 in Undertaker's graveyard. It is the one, the only Paul Bearer. He was super cool. It was so cool meeting him because he was completely in character, like completely as if Paul Bearer that you see on TV. And it was so cool because Paul Bearer is one of the characters I've always loved to watch on TV because, I don't know, there's just something about him. You guys, Paul Bearer, it's Paul Bearer. He was just so cool, especially at the time I was in like 7th, 8th grade. No, at the time, no, I must have been a sophomore in high school, actually. So sophomore in high school, I was still a kid, I was just seeing Paul Bearer. And during that time in my life, that's when I was really getting into wrestling, like my peak. Well, not my peak, but like that's when it was really taking off. And that's when I started doing YouTube channels and stuff. Not Miss WWE Fan 13, but other YouTube channels. So meeting Paul Bearer, it was just such a cool experience. Also, I forgot to mention, nobody knew Paul Bearer was in there. It was a complete and utter surprise. Nobody knew. Everyone was just going into Undertaker's graveyard. There was no sign saying he was in there. And at the very end, when you were leaving Undertaker's graveyard, you got put into a line. And then when you would look kind of closer back down the line, you would see that Paul Bearer was standing there, taking photos and signing autographs. So that was an even better part of the surprise. Next one, I also got during WrestleMania 28 was Rey Mysterio. This was the first official time I met him, where I got to take a photo with him and everything. The first time I met him was during a house show where I just got the autograph. This one, I was able to get a VIP meet and greet at WrestleMania, my very first VIP meet and greet. And it was so cool to meet him. And actually, it's a cool story. Dominic was actually there with him signing autographs. So if you look at, if I go back and I look at some of my photos, Dominic is sitting there at the table, just probably on his phone or doing whatever. And it was pretty cool to think back to it now, seeing Dominic in WWE. Next one, we got Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I can't remember exactly when I got this autograph. I want to say it would have to be WrestleMania 28 or WrestleMania 30 because that's when I was using this encyclopedia the most. So there we go right there. Overall, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, he's super nice, super cool guy to meet. I've met him a few times, and I would definitely, one of my favorite experiences. Next one, we got Dolph Ziggler. If you guys remember when he was with the Spirit Squad, there he is right there. For those of you who were not around during this time, he was part of a cheerleading group called the Spirit Squad. And during this time that I was meeting Dolph, the other encyclopedia was not out yet. This was the only one that was out. So I did have him sign it. He was really cool though. Dolph, every time I've met him, he's always been a really good experience meeting him. And if you guys ever get a chance to meet him, I would 100% recommend it. He always makes it a good experience. And the last one on my list, one of my favorite people to meet, and I would meet her a million times over. That is the one, the only, Vicky Guerrero. You guys know I've had Vicky Guerrero on the channel many times. This is one of many autographs I have from her. And overall, Vicky is one of the coolest people I've met. And don't forget, guys, I will be doing a video with Vicky Guerrero soon. She will not be in the video, but she is helping me with it. And I'll let you guys know when that video is coming. But I'm so excited to do it. She's already helped me a lot with it. Now it's just up to me to film it and to get it done. But overall, she's super cool. And if you guys ever get a chance to get to meet Vicky, I promise you guys will not regret it. So yeah, guys, that is the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed seeing a little in-depth look to my very first WWE Encyclopedia. I will continue to get this signed in the future. If they have already signed my main encyclopedia, you guys know it's my little holy grail encyclopedia, one of my most valuable things in my collection. If they have already signed that one, I will continue to have them sign this one or the other version I have. And if you guys want to see me show you guys the autographs in the other version I have, I believe it is version 3. I can't exactly remember which version it is, but if you guys want to see the autographs in that encyclopedia, smash a thumbs up, comment down below that you guys want to see it. And if you guys have not already, click in the links down below. I'm going to be going live during WrestleMania. We're going to be doing a whole WrestleMania party. I bought a green screen, I bought balloons, I bought everything. You guys are not going to want to miss it. It's going to be one of the coolest live streams going on during WrestleMania weekend. Click the links down below. When you guys get down there, click it, and then it'll take you to the page where you guys can click notify me, so you guys are notified when I go live. I'll go live about an hour before WrestleMania starts, and like I said, you guys are not going to want to miss it. So with that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below for the question of the day, and I will see you guys tomorrow in the next video.
Are you a supporter of the Marine Corps?
Absolutely.
Great, because a former decorated member of the United States Marine Corps needs your support.